disbelievers, people who don't have Allah in their life, have no hope of Allah giving them relief because they never ask Allah for it. Why would they get relief from Allah Azza wa Jal? But you and I, we're not like them. We're believers. We have Allah in our lives. We have the source of all hope and all relief. The one who gives relief to my lungs every time I inhale and every time I exhale. He's not going to give relief when I ask him. I should expect that he won't do that. We take what Allah does for us on a daily basis for granted. The world is now shaken by a virus. How many millions of bacteria, trillions of bacteria are floating inside our bodies? How many unknown viruses are right now in this room? How many unseen killers are around me that Allah has sent legions of angels to protect me from miraculously? And I have no knowledge of, how this is functioning. If I was in charge of the maintenance of my lungs or the cleaning up of my arteries, if I was in charge of that, then I'd be dead a long time ago. He's the one making the heart beat. He's making the eyes wet so they can continue to see. He's making the earlobes function. He's making every neuron fire in this brain. Otherwise, this is a dead piece of organic matter. That's all this is. But there's a miracle happening in the fact that we're alive right now. That's a believer's view of Allah Azza wa Jal. I used to say a long time ago in my lectures, I believe it was Tariq Soidan who said it in one of his lectures. I heard it and I was like, whoa, that's a pretty epic example. He said, I want you to imagine a person from the time they were born until they were like 20 years old. They lived in a house with no windows. They could never leave that house. They can't see outside, ever. And 20 years later, they're let out in the middle of the day and they look at the sun. What's their reaction? You guys see that? Oh my God, it's huge. It's lighting up everything. And everybody's like, are you crazy? The sun? You know why it's so normal to us? Why the sun is so normal? Because we see it every day. We take it for granted because we see it every day. The sky, the breeze, the clouds. We see these things every day, so they're just nothing. Are they nothing? Just contemplate what they are and how Allah has produced life on this earth. How can someone contemplate what Allah has done for us and then not have hope in the relief that Allah will bring? The only people who will do that, the only people who never even consider having hope in Allah are people who don't know Allah. And Allah will not give relief to those who never turn to Him.